What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Everyday Money Guy. Today we're going to talk about how hard inquiries affect your credit score. But first, if this is your first time to the channel, be sure to subscribe to this channel to grow your wealth, increase your success, and put you on the road to financial freedom. In addition, I'd appreciate it if you smash the like button for me. That really helps this video and this channel. So today we're going to talk about hard inquiries to your credit. We've recently refinanced our home, so that put a hard inquiry on our credit, and I have taken great strides to make sure that I always have excellent credit. So obviously it concerns me when there is a hard inquiry on my credit. What I want to do today is take you behind the scenes into my Credit Karma account and show you how that has affected my credit, because I'm sure that there are those of you out there who are either trying to improve their credit and are concerned about how hard inquiries affect their credit, and then I'm sure there's a lot of folks like me out there who have striven their entire lives to make sure that their credit scores remain outstanding, so that when they do need to use their credit, they get the best rates on the loans, the best terms, and in general, the best everything. And credit is not just for loans, it is also used in lease applications, job applications, security clearances. So if you are in the business of improving your success and getting the best things possible with your credit, you want to make sure that it's always at the top of its game. So like I said, we are going to go behind the scenes into my Credit Karma account, and I'm going to try to keep all my personal information off of YouTube, and I'll show you exactly what has happened since I've taken this hard inquiry to my credit. Let's dive in. So as you can see here, we are in my Credit Karma account, and it has records back to about September. September 1st is what they have listed here. So shortly after September 1st, sometime in the middle of the month, we applied for a mortgage refinance, and that put a hard inquiry on my credit score. Now obviously, as you can see here, this says that I was at 806. When I had my credit pulled, it was actually 822 directly from the agencies, and that's about a 16-point difference. The reason for that is because Credit Karma does not actually pull your credit. That would put hard inquiries, and I'm sure there would be fees. What they use is this thing down here called Vantage Score 3.0, and that's a proprietary system that estimates your credit score based on the information that they can get. And it does a pretty good job. Like I said, we're only about 16 points off from what my credit score actually was. So, you know, it's in the ballpark enough for government work. So I had this hard inquiry, and it's in this range here somewhere, maybe closer to here. And as you can see, I dropped about, 10 points or so between September and October, and then another 1 point to November. And you can, this is TransUnion Equifax line here, and you can see we can switch over to Equifax, and you can see that it's 804 in September, 793 in the middle of November here. So the key to take away from this is that hard inquiries will ding your credit a little bit, but if you already have excellent credit, you're going to have excellent credit after a hard inquiry. It says that here that it can stay on your credit report up to 2 years, but the effects tend to fade over time. And they say down here on number 1 on what to know is that it's a temporary ding, and your scores usually bounce back within 3 months. But then they also go ahead and say to minimize your hard inquiries at least 9 to 12 months before you get a mortgage or a large loan, especially things like investment properties, business loan, things of that nature, just to keep your scores as high as possible. Now it says on here that I have 3 inquiries, but some of these are from last year at some time. I don't even know what those were for, but the most recent one that we're looking at is the one that I had in September. It says September 1st. I'm not sure if that's exactly when it had happened. So as far as your hard inquiries are concerned, not exactly a huge hit to your credit score. But while we're in here, let's just go ahead and look at some of the other impacts and how they have. Payment history, credit card usage, and derogatory remarks are all your high impact items. Obviously, payment history, if you don't pay your bills, your credit is going to be terrible. I have never missed a payment on anything, so we're at 100%, no big deal there. Credit card use is also a very high impact, and that is a percentage of how much you are allowed to take versus how much you're actually using. And what I use my credit cards for is for large purchases, or if I have money already allocated in cash, but I run it through the credit card for consumer protection purposes, for points accumulation, and then I just pay that balance off at the end of every month. And then derogatory remarks, these also have high impacts. These are going to be, as you can see on the screen here, collections, tax liens, bankruptcies, just things that are negative towards you, in your ability to pay that takes your credit down. Now, as far as credit age, that's a medium impact item, and what's really affected my credit age is the amount of refis that I have done. I bought my first home in 2006. It was 6.25 was a great rate at that time, and rates have just continuously fallen since then. And I've refinanced a lot of times, and so that brings down the age of my credit. My total accounts is a pretty low impact. And then if you go in here, you can see that I only have 4 open accounts and 15 closed ones. They're all counted, but they're low impact. And then again, with the hard inquiries being a low impact. The thing to really take away from this entire deal is that as long as you keep your hard impacts to a reasonable level, or hard inquiries to a reasonable level, it's not going to affect your credit that much, and it's not going to affect your credit that long. Just remember, though, that when you're looking at hard inquiries, that can be something as simple as starting a new phone plan and getting a phone on an installment plan. That would be a hard inquiry. Utility startups can have hard inquiries. Cable startups, which again is a utility, can have hard inquiries, but then your big ones like your mortgages, cars, any type of loan that you take, you're going to have a hard inquiry. Opening up a new credit card, even opening up a line of credit at a department store or whatever, those are all going to be hard inquiries to keep in mind. So if you're trying to increase your credit score, keep those hard inquiries to a minimum. If you already have an outstanding credit score, the hard inquiries aren't going to affect you too terribly much as long as you don't go nuts with them. I have another video that I'll link about what exactly makes up credit, and just kind of goes into a little bit deeper into that, and a couple more tips for you to increase your credit score. I'll put that in the card. I'll put a link in the description. I really appreciate you guys watching today. If this video has helped you, be sure to smash the like button for me. Be sure to subscribe to grow your wealth, increase your success, put you on the road to financial freedom. I appreciate you guys watching today, and I will see you all next time.